Hello, wonderful people. It's Mark here from Not Defining. I hope you're well. So this is one of the questions that comes up so often in my mentoring, online in the comments, in my coaching. How do I feel queer enough? How do I feel accepted by the queer community? So many of us, particularly those of us who come from those less represented parts of the LGBT community, we feel like we are not enough. So today I'm going to give you a couple of tips and explanations that I have learned by being a very visibly queer person and being very engaged in my community. So the first thing is, my loves, let's talk about the definition of queer. Okay? Queer literally means not fitting in, right? Queer literally means not being the norm, right? Being different, okay? So if somebody is telling you, oh, you don't fit in because you're different, so you're not queer enough, we just take a moment to realize how stupid that is, okay? Anybody who is telling you that you're not queer enough because you're different to them or you don't fit in has lost the actual plot, okay? The second thing is that anybody who is calling themselves queer, who is gatekeeping in our community against people with less recognized orientations or identities, is really going against the fundamental meaning of what our community is. Okay, so actually what I would say is that anyone who is doing those things is not queer enough themselves, because they're going against two of the fundamental principles of the queer community. One is being different, yeah, and celebrating that, and the second is inclusion and, you know, standing as a community for all the parts of our community. So challenge people on that. And the next thing I would say is, take it from me, okay? I am a well-known LGBT activist. I give keynote speeches at, you know, some of the biggest queer conferences and events. I speak on panels, and a lot of people would look at me and say, well, if there's anyone who's queer enough, it's Mark, right? You know, I'm very visible, I'm very queer, I don't shut up about it, right? But I myself have experienced this problem, okay? And every day when I sit here and I talk to you on these videos, I have these worries as well, you know? There are people who discriminate against me, there are people who invalidate me, there are people who have done that to me all my life, right? But I only got here by believing that I was enough, okay? A few years ago, I was like nothing in the community, but I told myself that I deserved to be here, and I didn't take any crap from anyone, okay? So being queer enough, and this is from my own experience, it's not about seeking approval or invitation or validation from anybody else. It's about knowing it in your heart and then believing it. And don't take it from anybody else that you're not. By the way, if you are struggling with this and would like some one-on-one coaching, there's a link below. You can come and speak with me. I'd be so happy to work with you. You can also join our Patreon group where you can meet other queer people like you, connect with me 24 hours a day. We can chat things through, and you can join group sessions with other wonderful queer people, and we can chat all of this stuff out. So it's patreon.com/notdefining. You can also click the join button and you can get priority replies from me and much more. So I would love to help you feel queer enough today. So one thing that you can do to actually really seriously overcome this is to try this technique, okay? When you think about feeling queer enough, what is it that would make you feel? Okay, what I mean is, imagine the best case scenario, right? You are feeling really good about your queerness, really confident in your queerness. What is the best case scenario? Just dream that in your head for a moment. And then write down a couple of emotions that would make you feel, okay? Because what happens is we don't actually want to be queer enough. I mean, what does queer enough mean? What we're trying to do in our brains is we want to feel connected. We want to feel loved. We want to feel validated. We want to feel safe. We want to feel, these emotions are the things that we actually want to feel by being seen as queer enough. Okay? And so if we can actually target the emotions, then we can actually feel queer enough before we get anybody else's validation. Okay? This stuff really works, so stay with me. So identify, what would I like to feel if I felt queer enough? And write a few words down, okay? 1 word per emotion. And then the next time that you go into a queer space, or you connect with queer people, or whatever it is, I want you to tell yourself, just before you go into that experience, I set the intention to feel whatever it is, okay? I set the intention to feel connected. I set the intention to feel grounded. I set the intention to feel confident. Yeah, and you can word it however you like. You can say, I deserve to feel connected, grounded, and confident, and I'm going to feel connected, grounded, and confident. Yeah, I commit myself to feel the feeling of confidence. I am going to feel confident. I'm going to feel grounded. I am going to feel connected. And what will happen if you really, really commit to this, and you take the time and you just really, really get into that, is that your brain will start to align with those feelings. And the way that the brain works is that once you align with those feelings, those emotional needs, you're actually creating the feeling that you want already without other people accepting you or thinking that you're queer enough. Right? So you're already building those emotions and those energies in you. And so what's going to happen is you're going to walk into that gay bar or that queer space, and you're going to give off the energy of confidence, right? You're going to give off the energy of being grounded. You're going to give off the feeling of being connected and confident, right? And so people are going to notice that, right? And the way people like that act is that they pick on people who they feel are not confident. So you're going in there, maybe you're not confident in your identity, maybe you've not really been in queer spaces that much, maybe you don't feel valid, maybe you don't have other people, other queer friends who are like uplifting you. Yeah, that's when those people are going to start picking on you. But if you go in with the energy already of being confident, of being grounded, of feeling happy and connected and free and, content in yourself, they're going to sense that energy. They're going to realize that, oh, gosh, this person doesn't care about my nonsense. This person doesn't care if I accept them or not. So it's no fun. Yeah, they can't control you. And if they do try to make comments, then it's going to hit up against this strong base that you've already got. Okay, because you're feeling queer enough already. If they want to be part of that, great, you can be friends. If they don't want to be part of that, fine, they can go off. You don't have to spend time with them. So identify the emotions that you want to feel by being considered to be queer enough, and set the intention to feel them already before you set foot in that queer environment. Trust me, if you make a habit of doing this, it can really, really gain results. You will find yourself feeling at ease in any situation. So, what do you think? Let me know. Have you tried this? How has it gone? I would love to know in the comments. Does this relate with you? Have you got other tips that you want to share for other people? I would love, love, love to know. I wish you all the best. Please remember that you are queer enough. And if anyone has anything else to say, you send them to me, okay? So if you would like to know a little bit more about this kind of technique and how it works, then check out this video. And I will see you again very, very soon. So much love to you. Bye for now.